Today we're taking a look at the game Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. It was released a year after The Legend of Zelda.
At the beginning of the game, you learn that Zelda's been cursed. You need to save her by placing 6 crystals in 6 palaces and finding the Triforce of Courage.
To do it, you'll quest your way through Hyrule, and along the way you'll encounter elements that are unique in the Legend of Zelda series. Here are 5 things you need to know about Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
The overworld map is top-down like The Legend of Zelda, but when you run into a monster, the game switches into a side-scrolling battle sequence. No other game in this series works like this.
And there are other parts of the game that are pure platforming too.
Another difference, you earn experience points, which you can use to level up Link's elements of power: attack, magic, and life. It's up to you to decide which attributes to focus on first.
Towns were also introduced in this game. They're all around Hyrule, and Link can visit them to take a break and heal, get hints, learn magic, or pick up mini-quests that can earn him rewards.
Magic plays a part in The Legend of Zelda, but in this game, Link can learn spells for the first time.
Like shield magic. You learn it in the town of Rauru. When you use it, you take half as much damage in monster fights. Shield magic is essential in palace labyrinths, where enemies like the Stalfos come at you hard and fast.
Speaking of Stalfos, a lot of monsters from The Legend of Zelda reappear in Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. Old friends like Octorok are back, but they're tougher.
There's also a whole new cast of creatures to battle, like the axe-throwing Doomrattle and Iron Knuckle. He's really stabby.
And where there are new monsters, there are new bosses, like the notorious Horsehead.
See Hyrule from a different perspective today. Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link is available now. If it was up to me, I'd spend all day, every day, playing Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Too bad Gary and Allison won't play it with me anymore. Cowards!
You're just not a worthy adversary.
Whatever, memories. Super Smash Bros. Brawl is majorly about the multiplayer, but it's got so much going on that you can have a great time playing solo too. There are lots of options for an epic one-man training montage, including ones that will help you develop more precise technical abilities, or take on multiple enemies at once. But for me, nothing can beat Classic Mode. It's the best way to just get into the action and take the fight to the final boss, Master Hand. Classic Mode always keeps you on your toes, sometimes giving you an ally, sometimes marching an army of clones against you. Plus it can teach you basics, like controlling the ledge. Since only one person can be there at a time, it pays to steal it from returning opponents. Also key is air domination. The bold always follow their opponents off the side to make sure they never return. And learning how to dodge and roll will help you close on opponents using range attacks, or save you from aerial assaults. A few go-rounds with Classic Mode, and you'll be ready for multiplayer. And when it comes to multiplayer, I'm a firm believer in embracing the chaos. For it is only in chaos that a warrior reveals his true colors, bro. Of course, inflicting that chaos on other people is even more fun, which is why I've created a bunch of custom game scenarios for all my bros out there. The first scenario I like to call Bombs. It's all about simplicity, bros. Simplicity and destruction. To try it out, ratchet up the item frequency and turn off everything that doesn't explode. This next scenario plays out pinball style. All items off, bumpers back on, high frequency. Pick a stage where there are lots of walls and levels to bounce off, and turn down the damage ratio. That way, you spend more time bouncing than losing stock lives. Or, up the challenge with a scrolling stage like Rumble Falls. And now, for my most devious creation. Go big and monstrous in the Newport City stage by selecting Mega in the Special Brawl mode, which adds even more modifiers to play with. Then, select Bowser or Donkey Kong. Turn the damage ratio all the way down and enable tons of Super Mushrooms. For some giant robot action, turn on metal boxes too. You'll never see the zipper on the rubber suit. There are a total of like 8 zillion possible combinations, so there's no way to ever run out of fun in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Host a Brawl today. Stupid know-it-all disclaimer text.
Nintendo's 3D Classics are select classic video games remastered in 3D for the Nintendo 3DS system. Today we're taking a look at the shoot-'em-up 3D Classics Xevious. Xevious is a vertical scrolling arcade-style shooter featuring a battle of good, you, versus evil, all these other guys. The original game hit arcades in 1982 and quickly became a fan favorite. You control an aircraft called Solvaloo. Your craft can fire at flying enemies with the Y button and drop bombs on ground enemies with the B button. The 3D graphics help you gauge how far away incoming ground fire is. Plus, they just look awesome. Xevious adjusts its difficulty to match your skill level. If you're blasting simple enemies with ease, tougher enemies show up. I guess that's why Xevious rhymes with devious. Also, this is a one-hit and you're out game. If you lose a ship, you have to start again at the beginning of the level. Unless you blow up in the last quarter or so, then you get sent forward to the beginning of the next one. You only have 3 ships in total to make it through the game's 16 areas. You can pick up extra ships in the form of hidden flags, but they're hard to find. They'll always show up in certain areas, but the exact location is randomized. Here are some quick screenshots of a few spots you might be able to find a flag. The game has other secrets too. Find them for yourself. 3D Classics Xevious is available now from the Nintendo eShop.
Hello, Just Dance fans.
We're here at Washington Square Park in New York City's Greenwich Village, enjoying some summer sunshine and getting ready to bust a move to Just Dance Summer Party.
The game features 20 summertastic songs available for the first time in a standalone Just Dance game.
You and your posse can bust a move to hits like Rihanna's Pond to Replay, The Supremes' You Can't Hurry Love, and more.
All right, let's get this party started.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh. What was your favorite move?
This one.
It's a good one, right?
I like the fist pump. That was
Yeah,
good.
it's a good one. It's a good one. Gary's great at that one, am I right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, definitely the flow. For sure. I'm going to do that
I like the
all the
hip
time.
smash.
Yeah.
At least I know now that I'm a better dancer than she is.
Yeah.
It's fun to actually play a video game where you get to be on your feet.
Did you feel like a firework?
Yes.
Just on the night, like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you're worth.
What'd you guys think of Just Dance Summer Party?
It was so fun. It was awesome. It was great. It was fun.
Yeah?
Great. Really fun.
Do you think this would be good to play with what, your dorm room or something?
Yeah, that'd be the best.
It'd be such a party tool. I love it.
Would you try these moves out at a party? What do you think?
Of course.
Well, then I'd be dancing like Katy Perry, which is really awkward. But yeah, totally. I would use this to learn how to dance.
Is there more Just Dance Summer Party in your future?
Yeah, definitely.
As you shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go,
Throw a killer summer party yourself.
Just Dance Summer Party is out now. If you've been thinking about buying a Nintendo 3DS system, we've got some great news. Starting tomorrow, August 12th, you can pick one up for the new suggested retail price of $169.99.
There are already a ton of great games available for Nintendo 3DS, including The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D.
And there's an all-star lineup of games on the way. Star Fox 64 3D arrives on September 9th, followed by Super Mario 3D Land in November, Mario Kart 7 in December, and Kid Icarus Uprising during the holidays.
Plus, you can connect your Nintendo 3DS system to the internet to enjoy great features like Nintendo Video, the Nintendo eShop, and access to Netflix.
For those of you who already own a Nintendo 3DS system, Nintendo wants to thank you for being such a loyal customer.
To reward you for getting in on the action early, Nintendo is going to give you 20 free downloadable games from the Nintendo eShop.
All you have to do is connect to the Nintendo eShop at least once via at 11:59 p.m. on August 11th. So, hurry up and connect today.
For a list of available games and more details about this offer, visit Nintendo.com.
Whether you have one already or are about to pick one up, there's never been a better time to own a Nintendo 3DS system.
If you're into RPGs, then you know the Final Fantasy series. And if you're new to the genre, there's no better place to start than with the game Final Fantasy III, which is now available on the Virtual Console service.
Final Fantasy III is widely regarded as one of the best games in the series due to its epic story, realistic characters, and incredibly deep battle system.
You start the game as Terra, a slave to the evil empire and a lone mage in a world where magic has been replaced by advanced technology.
You escape with the help of the Returners, a rebel group. Together, you'll work to overthrow the Empire.
On your quest, you learn the lost secrets of magic and meet a wide range of potential party members, 14 in all.
And while you play, you can't just stick with your 4 favorites. You'll spend part of the game completely separated from some characters, so you'll want to get comfortable using all of them.
Every character in your party has unique special abilities to master.
For example, it takes precise button pushes to use Sabin's blitzes, while mastering Cyan's sword techs is all about patience and timing. The higher the gauge gets, the stronger the attack.
These techniques can be tricky to pull off due to the game's active time battle system. Enemies attack in real time, but your party members have to wait for their ATB gauges to fill up before performing actions.
And the relics and Esper systems add even more depth to the battles. Relics are special items that let you move faster, reduce the cost of spells, wield 2 weapons at once, attack 4 times in a row, and more. Each character can equip 2 relics at a time, so it's important to distribute them wisely.
Espers, on the other hand, are monsters you can summon into battle for devastating attacks. Also, each Esper has its own specific set of spells that it can teach your characters, like Ramuh's Bolt or Bismarck's Fire.
You gain access to many Espers just by playing through the main story, but you can only get the best spells by venturing off the beaten path.
All of these spells, items, and characters not only make the game a blast to play, but also to replay. You'll have a different experience each time.
That's our show.
Tune in next week when we check out The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Plus the game Madden NFL 12 for Wii, Mario Kart Wii, and more.
See you then.